There are lots of postseasons in sports. Fans love and hate all the different playoffs for different various reasons. It could be the controversial selection of the BCS, or it could be short and quick series where one team dominates the other one, known as sweeps that take place in the NHL, NBA, and Major League Baseball. The NFL playoffs are great, but the buys for the top seeds and gaps by officials in major moments have made, in my opinion, the NCAA men's basketball tournament my favorite. The NCAA tournament is filled with everything a true sports fan can ask for. The build up to the tournament is nothing but drama. Lots of mid major teams look for memorable runs through their conference tournaments for a chance to participate in the big dance. Traditional heavyweights and power conferences try to solidify their top seeds for the NCAA tournament with hopes of playing closer to home against lesser competition. The bubble consists of underachieving power conference teams and mid-major whose strength of schedule because of a weak conference might not stand out. The day comes, the second Sunday in March, when a lot of teams know they are in. They are just waiting to see who they play, where, and when. For another 10 teams or so, it's a major uncertainty. The field is announced, and all analysts break down who should have made it and who shouldn't have made it. They also make their bold predictions on who will be the champion based on the team, where they are playing, and potential foes they can meet down the line as the tourney moves on. Predictions don't come to fruition easily. Mid-major teams feature mostly upperclassmen who play with a sense of urgency and cohesion that's needed under these anxious circumstances. Major powers are mostly full of one and done stars making a necessary pit stop to a university, and those teams are mostly susceptible to upsets. Sometimes the one and done stars are able to carry their teams all the way to the crown, such as Carmelo Anthony did with Syracuse in 2003. Then there are mid majors, who are a threat every year like Gonzaga, VCU, and Wichita State. However, the most memorable run by a mid-major was George Mason in 2006. The 11th seeded Patriots went through an unbelievable gauntlet of teams that included Michigan State, defending champion North Carolina, Wichita State, and Connecticut to reach the Final Four. There are terrific characters to this entertaining masterpiece. Players that may be seniors who are participating in their last athletic competition with not any aspirations of playing basketball professionally. Their competition are mostly the aforementioned one and done high school phenoms who know they will be millionaires in a few months. Coaches are full of personality and vigor. A run in the tournament for a mid-major coach is usually a springboard to a more popular job at a major university. For all of the incredible drama and excitement created by these terrific games, unbelievable buzzer beaters, and mind-boggling upsets, there are a couple of things that can be tweaked to make this tournament even better. First of all, go back to 64 teams instead of 68. It just creates an extra game for a team that has to travel to another destination in a short time. Second, go back to true neutral sites. For example, number one seed North Carolina shouldn't be playing in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's bad enough the de facto road team is probably overmatched anyway. And then last but not least, get a real selection committee. The committee is usually made up of a lot of college athletic directors. They need more basketball-minded people, such as former head coaches, commissioner of basketball friendly conferences, and former analysts who don't feel tied to a particular team or conference. If the NCAA takes my advice, they will continue to be the standard setter for all postseasons.